here with Dr. Robin Bradbeer, who is in charge of the Distinguished Lecturer, or DL, program of the Consumer Electronics Society. And I want to ask Dr. Bradbeer about the program and why it's so valuable for chapters to be active in the program.
Okay, well, the main objective of the DL program is to present internationally known speakers to the local audience. And one of our big problems is if you're a chapter chair or trying to put a program together for a local chapter, that you're going to run out of people after you've used the best people in your particular area. So what we do, we have a stable of about 6 or 7 distinguished lecturers, which we actually meet the cost, or most of the cost, of those people visiting the local chapters or a group of local chapters within a region, and then they will give a talk on a specific item or specific subject that they happen to be very well known about.
What kind of characteristics do the distinguished lecturers have? I'd like to get some background about how, when you say expert, these are real experts in the field.
Yeah, these are people who have published many articles, been in newspapers, on TV, or they've made some significant breakthrough technically. So, for example, we have one of our distinguished lecturers is the guy who originally wrote VisiCalc for the Apple II. So we have people working in many different areas, people who was working on the foundations of the World Wide Web and the Internet, people working in glass technology, EMC, all sort of different areas. So it's a fairly rigorous process choosing the DL, and within the IEEE it's also an honor to be a distinguished lecturer. It's considered one of the sort of highest honors you can get, other than being made a fellow or something.
And I guess that having this kind of program is especially challenging because it's a global program, isn't it? You have chapters that are far flung around the globe, don't you?
Yeah, we've got over 30 chapters from all around the States down to Brazil, and then across to all around Asia. And Europe, of course, and we are opening new chapters all the time. What we've tried to do is to get maybe a number of the DLs who will concentrate on their region. So, for example, we have 3 DLs in Europe, and they tend to concentrate on the European chapters. And then in North America and Asia, we try and give priority to the regions, but then of course a number of our DLs are also keynote speakers at our conferences, and if we happen to be having a conference in a certain place, then the DLs visiting those conferences can also go to the chapters. We can do this in 2 ways, either with the chapter chair or secretary, meeting secretary, can go online, look at one of the DLs that they may be interested in, and then just write to them and say, will you be coming out our way? But what usually happens is the DL says to me, oh, I'm going to be in this area, can you fix me up with a talk to the local chapter? And the DLs have actually, the DL program has been, yes, it's a worldwide basis, so a lot of it is opportunistic, in a sense that somebody happens to be here at that particular time, and there's a group of people who want to hear that person talk. So it's sort of structured but not structured. One of the things that we do, of course, is that we do contribute to the costs of the DL flying to the particular chapter. Depending on the chapter, if it's a large chapter, they may be asked to meet the cost of the local expenses. If it's a new chapter or one that is a fairly small one, then we'll meet all the costs. So the idea is that if every chapter has to have at least 2 meetings a year, we will try and say, well, here's one of them. You've got this guy. We'll pay for it.
Great. Thank you.